right, that was a short-lived hiatus. Hasn't even been a month, but I'm back. You may ask yourself, how did I get here? Where did I leave off? I think I was saying something about going out there and finding a better way to make a living, and I tried, and it turns out it's better off just staying right here in my house. Actually, to be honest, I thought I could drive people to demand my return by not being online anymore, and I see that that's not working, and I really enjoy doing this, so I thought, why am I not doing it? So we're doing it tonight on a Tuesday for Star Wars. May the 4th be with you. And then we're going to do it again on Friday. Different game, new questions. It'll be a random, it'll be not new questions. It's obviously what we played on Monday at the Bar Nancy. But in other words, it won't be Star Wars trivia. It'll be regular trivia. That'll be on Friday. But tonight is May the 4th, so we're doing Star Wars trivia tonight. If you went to the Star Wars trivia game we did at the Bend back in 2019, this is the exact same game. This was a last-minute decision. This was me. I looked on my Facebook. I don't know if you saw my post about join me at Bar Nancy because it'll be the only time to play this week. There is no trivia at the Bend this week. And at the bottom I put something like a radio silence from so-and-so place. Somebody commented about having talked to them and that they're still, you know, dilly-dallying and iffy about the whole thing. And I said, you know what? Don't even ask them anymore. They can do whatever they want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I figured I'd rather be doing this. I'd rather just do it at home until I don't have to do it at home. Now, we're going to start doing it again on Fridays, but we're not going to do it on Fridays like obsessively. We're doing it today for Star Wars, and we're going to do it on Friday again. Now, if something comes up, party gets booked, all that, I'm not going to pre-record and all that. I'm just going to put, hey, we're not doing it this week. We'll do it again next week. And you want to join me week after week, join me. And if we get a gig, either Tuesday or Friday, then we'll decide, you know, we'll stop or move or whatever. Or not do it. So I can't guarantee it'll be all the time. I can only guarantee it'll be today and it'll be Friday. Everything goes well today and Friday, it'll be the other Friday. Somebody calls me, hey, we want you to start working for us on Friday, then it won't be the next Friday. But we're going to do it because why not? I enjoy doing this. I enjoyed having my kids participate. And all this waiting around for people to make, you know, to get off their asses pretty much is for who? What does it matter? As far as I'm concerned, time is over and we can only deal with what is at present. And at present is I have the technology and the setup from this whole time we were off, you know, when we were stuck at home. I have the 2 trivia gigs that are operating, even though not this week. But next week, we'll be back to Monday and Wednesday. And I have my karaoke gigs. And I'm not desperate right now. So, really, why not? This is fun. I like doing this at home. So, hopefully you have not thrown away your buckets from when we were doing this before last month. But I'm pretty sure if you don't have buckets from when we're doing this last month, and you don't have a bucket outside your house, you still have the little garbage can in the bathroom I always told you about. So go grab that. Trivia will be starting at 7 o'clock. Go grab whatever cylinder object you're going to use to put your phones away, unless you're using your phone to watch me right now. Now, you may notice I'm at a different angle. I assumed we were never going to be back here again, so I moved everything around. The computer's off to one side now, so you're seeing me from a different angle. I didn't want to move it back. So the tablet where I see your comments is now on this side of me. Screen is over there, which will pop up over here when I go switch over. And whatever, whether we have 1 viewer, we have 3 viewers, or we have 10, it doesn't make a difference. We're gonna do this whenever we have time. I have free time, and I am sitting on these games, and I might as well use them. And as I mentioned before, trivia will be starting at 7 o'clock. If you need a bucket to play, go outside your house, grab a bucket, bring it inside, and use that to play in tonight's trivia game. We'll be starting at 7 o'clock on the dot. I think ideally we go back to the same way it was before. That is what worked for a long time, what always worked before, and should always work ahead. That's not my problem. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a free agent. I have declared myself draft eligible. And starting today, I'm going to do the online. Starting next week, you know, make some contacts, let some people know. You want my services? Trivia, karaoke, combined services, DJing. I have these days open, and that includes Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. So, for now, when I have those days free, this week I'm gonna take both days and do the online. But as long as I have the Fridays free, I'll do it here with you guys. The other messed up thing here is that since I reconfigured everything here, the mixer is really far away from me. Like, not so far I couldn't reach for it, but it would look awkward. So I have this to raise and lower the microphone volume, mute during the commercial breaks. I guess this one is this one is my okay. That's how I'm working. I'm working with a back scratcher on a mixer. How's that for sound engineering at its best? George Arronte from the Miami Heat will be proud how I've figured out a way to keep the mixer down there and still reach it without having to move off camera. 2 minutes. Dos minutos. By the way, we have some new kittens. If anybody needs a kitten, we have a kitten. We have 1 or 2 kittens we might be giving away. We have 3 kittens here. One or two of them may stay. Which one? That's yet to be determined. They're just a little over 3 weeks old. They were abandoned by their mother, so we're fostering them here in the house. But they're in my daughter's room, and she's upset because they're still not using the litter box quite well. So she just roamed by here with tissue paper where she had to clean, and upset that she's cleaning poop. I think she's gonna bring them out during the raffle, so if we'll show them to you on the camera, and if anybody's interested, let us know, and if you want the one that we're thinking about giving away, we'll let you know. However, we're not revealing anything or saying anything, or which one's staying, which one's going, or how many are staying, or how many are going. So we like to get some feedback first before, and plus I still like to keep them another week or so, make sure they're nice and strong. They're already climbing and running, and they are eating solid food. I mean, not solid food, kitten food. Not milk anymore. We don't have to bottle feed them anymore. All right, 7. All right, since this was the last minute thing, I haven't had a chance to update the intro video, but here's the intro video. All right, it's actually Tuesday, not Friday. It's 7 o'clock. It's time again for the return of Home Trivia. Star Wars edition. All right, too many things to grab here. All right, if you don't already have a bucket to play in tonight's game, go outside your house, find a bucket, bring it inside, use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Right now, we're going to get started by going over the rules. Oops, wrong button. There they are.
It's Friday.
It's not Friday, it's Tuesday. Again, I haven't changed anything. This is all last minute. All the slides are still the same. All right, official rules. Here we go. Again, we need one player. We have a 1-player minimum with because you need to be at least 1 human being in order to play. If you're near people you don't know and you haven't been vaccinated, please stay 6 feet apart from each other. But if you have been vaccinated and you don't give a shit, then do whatever you want. I've been vaccinated. My wife's been vaccinated. And as soon as they approve the 12 and overs, those 2 kids are going to get vaccinated too. Whether they like it or not. I'm not sure. I think one of them might be an anti-vaxxer, but I'm not sure which one. I'm kidding. Neither one is. My kids aren't that stupid. All right, grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10, and if you come up with a funny team name or just want to say hi, post that in the comments right at the bottom of the feed. Say hi. It's been a month since we've done this, so just let me know you're there. Feel free to scream and shout the answers all you want because you're home, I'm home, and we're not at a bar today, and we're not going to be at a bar until next week. So we're here today for Star Wars, and we're here Friday for general trivia. So you can join us again on Friday as well. So tonight, feel free to scream and shout the answers because you're home, I'm home, or maybe you're in a bar watching me on the phone with your headphones on. I don't care. Scream at the bar. Let's see. Hi to Joanna Lopez. Where was I? All right, no looking up the answers. If you know the answers, please do not post the answers in the comments. Let everyone who is playing seriously figure it out on their own. Remember, you're playing with yourself, so you would only be cheating yourself. Question round 1 are worth 1 point each. Question round 2 are worth 2 points each. Question round 3 are worth 5 points each. You're playing for nothing. Not only do I not have any prizes to give you, I didn't even have time to come up with fake prizes to pretend to give you. This was a literally last minute decision to just put this together. And I'm surprised this all still works. Other than me moving the camera, moving the laptop to the side, and now you can see this thing back here. Other than that, everything still works. Hey, it's too many buttons, so I'm just gonna do this. Trick, nasty. Oh yeah, I got the echo over here. Rick, nasty. Again, I'm rusty on this online thing again. I have to get used to this again. If you can, please take a picture of yourself and tag @TriviaMiami on either Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you're at. And if I grab it, I can share it with you on Friday. Or, well, yeah, next Friday or the other Friday or whatever. We're going to do this again on Friday. So this week we're doing it twice. We're doing Star Wars today and we're doing regular trivia on Friday. Let's see, where were we by? We're also going to pull out our stubs and dance in the Lucky SOB raffle, which, as always, and continues to be in my house, Lucky son of a Bernie. If we can wake him up, he will be here dancing for his prizes. Right now, we're not sure. He might have fallen asleep. He's still confused about why are we doing this on a Tuesday. This was supposed to be on a Friday. And didn't you say we were quitting this? Why are we doing this again? I said, because I want to. And you don't pay rent here, so just do what I say. So child labor laws, be damned. All right, here's our legal disclaimer. You can read small and fast. You can read that thing. And it's gone. And again, any little bit helps. That's Venmo. That's my Cash App. Again, I also host karaoke, which is why my Venmo and my Cash App are Karaoke Miami, because that's where mostly I will get tips. Normally, we don't do gratuity in trivia, but since online has been a free situation, you know, I figured I could share that, and maybe you can share something with me. I share this with you, and you can share something back. Whatever. If not, don't worry about it. Join me Friday. Join me in person, which is what I'm getting to next. All right, there is no more in-person trivia this week because of Cinco de Mayo. That's why we're not at the Bend tomorrow. We were supposed to be at the Bend today for Star Wars trivia, but that fell through. So we're not doing any more trivia this week. And as far as if you were here when I was ranting at the beginning, you'll know that nothing else is going on anywhere else where we were in the past. So the two places that we are currently have commitments to be at, Bar Nancy and the Bend. Bar Nancy was yesterday. The Bend would have been tomorrow, today or tomorrow. Normally would have been Wednesday. Because of Cinco de Mayo, there's not going to be any trivia tomorrow, so I'm not going to be anywhere doing any more in-person trivia, but I will be here on Friday. But that's where I was at. Bar Nancy is next Monday, and then next Wednesday, I'm at the Bend. Not this Wednesday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. Where will I be for Cinco de Mayo? I will be Uber driving DJ Aqueroso to Seven Seas Bar, where he will be performing for the Aqueroso mix starting at 9 o'clock. I drive him there, I hang out, he plays. He can't drive, he's got all sorts of DUI problems. Then I will be at Seven Seas Bar Thursday and Saturday for karaoke. But as I mentioned before, I will be here on Friday doing general trivia as we used to do every Friday. And like I said, I'm gonna do it every Friday as long as I have nothing else to do. If I have nothing else to do, if I have something come up or something, I'm not gonna go crazy and I'll get it pre-recorded. Oh my God, I don't want to disappoint people. You know what? That works both ways. If I can't do it, I can't do it. But as long as I have nothing else to do, I'll do this. So I will be here this Friday. Maybe I'll move the computer and put a better angle, or I'll put some posters on this thing back here. As you see, because of Star Wars trivia and Cinco de Mayo, I brought a Jabba el Hutt out, who was born at the Bend, but he still lives in my house with the mustache and the hat on. But right now, let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. We're going to start round one. And again, if you were at the Star Wars trivia back in 2019 at the Bend, these are the same questions. I decided to do this at the last minute, and it just said, well, I'll just pull the same game from last time and play it over and whatever. If you know it, you know it. Either way, there's no prizes. We're just doing this for fun. And it's early enough that we'll be done by 8 o'clock, so if you still have any Star Wars plans after 8, you can still do that. But if you're just going to stay home and hang out until the night comes out, you can hang out here with me. All right, let's get started. Where's my stopwatch? Round one. Question one. True or false, Luther Campbell was once sued by George Lucas and Lucasfilm. Again, true or false, Luther Campbell was once sued by George Lucas and Lucasfilm. Looks like the boy woke up. He doesn't look happy. I have the bad stopwatch, so it's like I have to press it more than once. Question two. Who is the only person in Star Wars official canon that wields a purple lightsaber? Who is the only person in Star Wars official canon that wields a purple lightsaber? All right, question three. Which Star Wars movie was the first to be shot entirely with HD digital cameras? A, The Phantom Menace, B, Attack of the Clones, or C, Revenge of the Sith? And which Star Wars movie was the first to be shot entirely with HD digital cameras? Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, or Revenge of the Sith? All right, question four. Whose DNA were the clones made from? Whose DNA were the clones made from? All right, question five. Which movie in the original trilogy does not feature Yoda? A, A New Hope, B, The Empire Strikes Back, or C, Return of the Jedi? And which movie in the original trilogy does not feature Yoda? A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, or Return of the Jedi? All right, question six. What was Luke's last name for the first few months of production before being changed to Skywalker? And what was Luke's last name for the first few months of production before being changed to Skywalker? All right, question 7. Which Golden Girl played the role of Akmena, the night shift bartender in the Star Wars Holiday Special? A. B. Arthur, B. Rue McClanahan, or C. Betty White? And which Golden Girl played the role of Akmena, the night shift bartender in the Star Wars Holiday Special? B. Arthur, Rue McClanahan, or Betty White? These days, she would have called herself a mixologist. My question is, if a barback is like the backup to the bartender, like to help clean all that, he's the bar back, and the other one's the bartender. But now they call themselves mixologists. What does the barback change his name to? A backologist? All right, question 8. Which Star Wars episode is left out if you were to watch the main movies in machete order? And which Star Wars episode is left out if you were to watch the main movies in machete order? What is machete order? Well, if you don't know, then you don't know the answer to this. But one of them is left out. They say you don't watch this one. You can skip it. So just think, which is the worst of the first 6 movies? And main movies means the first 6. Remember, this trivia game was written 2 years ago, and the third trilogy was not quite finished yet. I think it was the day it premiered, the last one or whatever. All right, question 9. Which of the 3 main heroes in the first Star Wars trilogy refused to sign a 3-picture deal? A. Carrie Fisher, B. Harrison Ford, or C. Mark Hamill? And which of the 3 main heroes in the first Star Wars trilogy refused to sign a 3-picture deal? Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, or Mark Hamill? Finally, you can hear the echo now. And finally, question 10, last question in this round, everybody's favorite category. Florida, or not Florida? I'm gonna read a news headline. It's not a recent one, it's an old one. And you need to let me know if this happened in Florida or not in Florida. And as always, this is Star Wars related because we're doing Star Wars trivia today. Drug ban returns stolen painting of Star Wars AT-ST Walker. Is that Florida or not Florida? All right, that is the end of round 1. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was true or false. Luther Campbell was once sued by George Lucas and Lucasfilm. Question 2, who is the only person in Star Wars official canon that wields a purple lightsaber? Number 3, which Star Wars movie was the first to be shot entirely with HD digital cameras? A, The Phantom Menace, B, Attack of the Clones, or C, Revenge of the Sith? Number 4, whose DNA were the clones made from? Number 5, which movie in the original trilogy does not feature Yoda? A, A New Hope, B, The Empire Strikes Back, or C, Return of the Jedi? Number 6, what was Luke's last name in for the first few months of production before being changed to Skywalker? And 7, which Golden Girl played the role of Akmena, the night shift bartender in the Star Wars Holiday Special? A, B. Arthur, B. Rue McClanahan, or C. Betty White? Question 8, which Star Wars episode is left out if you were to watch the main movies in machete order? Question 9, which of the 3 main heroes in the first Star Wars trilogy refused to sign a 3-picture deal? A, Carrie Fisher, B, Harrison Ford, or C, Mark Hamill? And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, Drunk Man Returns Stolen Painting of Star Wars AT-ST Walker. All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. And again, any little bit helps. That's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. And right now, that's my daughter with our first cat. That cat is named Dora because she's an explorer. She explored the entire room, explored the entire house, and she's already starting to climb her way out of the room. If you're interested in Dora, send a DM to me at Trivia Miami or at BB Rovello. Let me know that Dora is the cat you want to find out more information about. All right, let's get on to the raffle, which my son is somewhere on the side waiting for. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of that bucket, and any number I pull out, my son wins. My son will win all the prizes. All right, we have no raffle for tickets. So I'm just going to say numbers at random. 355, 355. You won? Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of Bernie. All right, next one out. 333. All right, he won, you didn't. Stay with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. And finally, everybody's favorite prize, 1 free beer, but he can't drink beer because he's only, how old are you now, 13? 13 years old? I lost track. So we give him an iron beer. And again, that is Dora, Dora the Explorer. If you're interested in Dora, send the DM. She is a little over 3 weeks old. Again, their mother abandoned the kittens, so we're taking care of them. So if anybody wants Dora, send us a DM. Now, here's the number, 556. All right, he won. Dance. B stands for Broncos, BMW, Bengals. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. That concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle for this round. He'll be back at the round 2 and 3 of tonight's game. Okay, I can't leave that too long, or now we're going to get a copyright strike. All right, let's go over the answers from round 1. Question 1 was true or false. Luther Campbell was once sued by George Lucas and Lucasfilm. That is true. Luke Skywalker, he was calling himself at the time. Question 2, who is the only person in Star Wars official canon that wields a purple lightsaber? Mace Windu. Which Star Wars movie was the first to be shot entirely with HD digital cameras? Attack of the Clones. Whose DNA were the clones made from? Jango Fett. Which movie in the original trilogy does not feature Yoda? A New Hope. 6, what was Luke's last name for the first few months of production before being changed to Skywalker? It was Starkiller. He was going to be Luke Starkiller. That didn't work. 7, which Golden Girl played the role of Akmena, the night shift bartender in the Star Wars Holiday Special? B. Arthur. She'd like to call herself a mixologist. So. Which Star Wars episode is left out if you were to watch the main movies in machete order? The Phantom Menace. They say don't watch it. Don't put it anywhere in your thing. Just skip it. There's nothing that goes on here that matters anyway. Unless you're going to watch the other shows and then you need to know who, whatever. But it doesn't even matter. You can skip this entire movie. All right, question 9. Which of the 3 main heroes in the first Star Wars trilogy refused to sign a 3-picture deal? It was Harrison Ford. Then they froze him and he agreed to do another one. And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, Drunk Man Returns Stolen Painting of Star Wars AT-ST Walker. That happened in Florida. There's the painting. I don't remember what year this happened, but it happened a while ago, and it's the only Star Wars headline I could find at the time. All right, these questions are worth 1 point each, so whatever you got right, put that score in the comments. If anybody's still here, hello, anybody there? Whatever. Post that in the comments. If not, don't. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Again, join DJ Caroso tomorrow at Seven Seas Bar. He'll be DJing starting at 9 o'clock. DJ Caroso, Cinco de Mayo party at Seven Seas Bar con la mezcla Carosa. I will be hosting karaoke at Seven Seas Bar Thursday and Saturday. These start at 10 now. They don't start at 9. I haven't changed this flyer. Again, I haven't updated much here other than adding whatever was new. And Friday, we'll be here for another online version of this game, but it will be general trivia, not Star Wars trivia. Next week on Monday at Bar Nancy, and next Wednesday at The Bend. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns, then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or exit 12 on the turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair, it's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
Is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Wow, what a difference. I haven't changed the commercials either. This is all last minute. All right, nobody posted their scores. I don't even know if anybody's watching, so we're pretty much just recording this for later audiences, but whatever. I see 6 viewers. I'm stuck on Patrick's comments. I haven't seen anything after that. Well, let's move on to round 2. Time again. Put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. We're going to start round 2. Question 1. What came out first, Blade Runner or Raiders of the Lost Ark? Both with Harrison Ford. What came out first? All right, question 2. What U.S. magazine declared Star Wars the year's best movie in 1977? What U.S. magazine declared Star Wars the year's best movie in 1977? We have to reset the timer. Okay, stop, reset, start. One thing I didn't miss during this break, after canceling the show before, is this copyright-friendly music I have to play during the game. And then the funny thing is, every now and then, somebody, I guess, gets a break, and then their song actually can garner revenue, so they flag me for those too. All right, question 3. Where does Yoda live when we catch up with him in The Empire Strikes Back? Where does Yoda live when we catch up with him in The Empire Strikes Back? All right, question 4 is always our anal bum cover. Sorry, an album cover, or as Yoda would say, cover anal bum. Whatever. I missed that. I remember when that was a big thing, when that was the big meme. All right, I'm sorry. An album cover. Who's 1982 album? And again, this is a Star Wars rendition of an album cover, not the actual album cover we're going for. They redid the album cover to look like to make sense for Star Wars. So whose 1982 album is this album cover trying to look like? All right, question 5. Who is the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber? Who is the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber? You see in the news that they're making real lightsabers now at Disney? I'm not saying you should buy me one, but you know, my birthday's in January and I like a red one. If anybody wants to, you know, hook that up. All right. Question 6, time now for our movie clips. Okay, it's a Star Wars movie, so it's one of the original 6, not the 3 after. So which one of the Star Wars movies is this movie clip from? I'm going to play once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
One more time.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
Which Star Wars movie is that from? All right, question 7. The Star Wars Holiday Special marked the first appearance of which Star Wars character in an animated short? And the Star Wars Holiday Special marked the first appearance of which Star Wars character in an animated short? It wasn't for the copyright issues. I have my turntable hooked up here now. I can play records, but I can't, you know? All right, question 8. What is Count Dooku's Sith name? What is Count Dooku's Sith name? All right, question 9. What similar-looking actress played Padme's double in The Phantom Menace? And what similar-looking actress played Padme's double in The Phantom Menace? And finally, question 10, last question in this round. In what month were all 6 original Star Wars films released? In what month were all 6 original Star Wars films released? The first 6. They're always released in the same month of the year. What month was that? All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Blade Runner or Raiders of the Lost Ark? Both with Harrison Ford. Question 2, what U.S. magazine declared Star Wars the year's best movie in 1977? Question 3, where does Yoda live when we catch up with him in The Empire Strikes Back? The anal bum cover, an album cover, or cover anal bum, an album cover. Whose 1982 album is this album cover based off of? They made a Star Wars version of whoever this is the original of. Question 5. Who is the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber? Movie clip, a Star Wars movie.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
Which Star Wars movie is that from? 7. The Star Wars Holiday Special marked the first appearance of which Star Wars character in an animated short? Question 8. What is Count Dooku's Sith name? Question 9. What similar-looking actress played Padme's double in Phantom Menace? And question 10. In what month were all 6 of the original Star Wars films released? They were always released in the same month of the year. Which month is that? All right, please check your own answer sheets, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. And again, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. You want to hook it up, hook it up. Right now we need lots of cat food. So if you can throw us kitten food, it would be nice. There's my daughter. She is now holding what we call Natasha. Natasha is a white mixed calico cat. If you're interested in, we're pretty sure that's a girl because usually the ones that have multicolor are girls. If you're interested in Natasha, DM me at Trivia Mammy or at BB Ravello and let me know that you're interested in Natasha and we'll give you more information. Again, I'm not revealing which cat we're giving away or how many we're giving away. But we're just letting you know, and if that's the one you're interested in, we'll get back to you and give you more information. Again, these cats are a little over 3 weeks old. They were abandoned by their mother under the shed at my aunt's house, so we picked them up, and we're pretty much taking care of them here until they get big enough to move on. But we are looking for a new owner for 1 or 2 of them. So that's Natasha. The one earlier was Dora. All right, let's get on to the raffle. And we're now raffling off the cats. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of this bucket. Well, I don't have the bucket. I don't even have the numbers. I'm going to yell a number at random, and my son's going to run into this thing. We're going to pretend to have a bucket, and we're going to pretend to have numbers. So the first one out, getting whatever my daughter's going to give him, an action figure. Okay. 357. Dance. All right, he won. You didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. If you don't know who those 2 old ladies are, that's Grandma and Ginga. I got this video from their YouTube channel a long time ago, and then I added the music. Already they're doing Whippin' Nene. Now, Ginga disappeared from the YouTube channel maybe a couple years ago, so I assumed the worst. But I found out recently Grandma died. So just a little rest in peace for both Grandma and Ginga. They're both no longer with us. Grandma lived to 106, but she's been in our trivia raffles for years now. All right, let's go to the next prize. And I'm sure we're going to get copyright strike for that one, too. All right, 335. 335. Dance.
Lucia. Oh, yeah. Lucia.
All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. Wait for the good part.
Así me gusta. Peligrosas. Y bandolera. ¿Con qué? Lucia.
And everybody's favorite prize, one free beer, but you can't drink beer. You can only have iron beer, and the cat definitely cannot have either iron beer either because they'll get caffeinated and try to really climb the walls. Going out to the following number, 753. 753. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Stay with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. That includes the lucky son of a Bernie alpha for this round. He'll be back after round 3. That couple apparently was at Macy's the other day. Apparently, you can hire them to dance at your parties. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. All right, what came out first, Blade Runner or Raiders of the Lost Ark? Both with Harrison Ford. It was Raiders of the Lost Ark. According to what U.S. magazine declared Star Wars the year's best movie in 1977? It was Time magazine. Where does Yoda live when we catch up with him in The Empire Strikes Back? In the Dagobah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, let's go back. You are the father. As far as Yaddle's child is concerned, Yaddle's child Grogu. See, this game is from 2019, so Grogu still didn't exist in our world yet. But this joke is there. I guess that's when Mandalorian had first come out, I guess, because I have Grogu up there. He's over here now. Is he finally your father? Because he's been behind me the whole time, if you're looking for him. All right, the Anal Bum cover, whose 1982 album is this based off of? It is Queen. All right, who is the only non-Jedi in the original Star Wars trilogy to use a lightsaber? This is Han Solo. Movie clip was from?
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.
Attack of the Clones. Jango Fett. Who is now, the actor now plays Boba Fett in the newer shows. Mandalorian and upcoming shows. All right, the Star Wars Holiday Special marked the first appearance of which Star Wars character in an animated short? Speaking of Boba Fett. What is Count Dooku's Sith name? Darth Tyrannus. He was a much bigger badass in the Clone Wars show. What similar-looking actress played Padme's double in The Phantom Menace? Keira Knightley. In what month were all 6 of the original Star Wars films released? They were always released in May. May the 4th. Now, they weren't always on May the 4th, but they were always in May. All right, these questions are 2 points each, so whatever you got right, multiply that by 2, add that to your previous score. That'll give you a running total at this point. Remember, you can join DJ Acadoso tomorrow at 7 Seas Bar for the Acadoso Mix for Cinco de Mayo. That starts at 9 o'clock. I'll be driving him there and hanging out at the bar, waiting for him to finish. And then you can join me Thursday and Saturday at 7 Seas Bar for karaoke, starting at 10 o'clock. The flyer's old. It says 9, but it's actually at 10 o'clock. And we don't need to wear face masks to sing anymore. I got to change all this information. Again, I didn't update the flyers. Friday, we're going to do the home version again, but with the random trivia, with, general trivia, not Star Wars trivia. Not this game again. We're going to do an entirely new game on Friday from the house again here on Facebook Live. Where you're watching me now, you can watch me again on Friday. And in person, you join me at Bar Nancy over in Little Havana starting at 8 o'clock. Next week, join me back at the Bend. We'll be back next week starting at 9 o'clock. And I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal pancetta, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildups for these rock and roll animals.
97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mira, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échale a Amalie. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amalie es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es Irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija a Amalie. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zare and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zare. It's gotta last,
It's gotta have a name I know.
so we got to Zare.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zare and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zare and get it all.
In Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. All right, no scores posted. Still 5 viewers. Joey's here, I guess. Mark, somebody. All right, let's go on to round 3. It's time again to put your phones in the buckets. Phones in the buckets. Teléfonos en la cubeta. Phones in the buckets. We're starting round 3. Why does it start with 7? Hold on, let me check something here. All right, where was I? Sorry about that. Apparently cutting and pasting didn't quite work out for that, so I had to cut and paste now. All right, so where was I? Round 3. Phones in the buckets, telephones in the cubeta. Question 1. What animals did the visual effects crew study when designing the Imperial Walkers for The Empire Strikes Back? What animals did the visual effects crew study when designing the Imperial Walkers for The Empire Strikes Back? Again, I remind you that this was all last minute. I have more days between now and Friday to get the Friday one better. All right, question 2. Which character comes from the planet Kashyyyk? I may be reading that wrong. Which character comes from the planet Kashyyyk? I'm sure I'm reading that wrong. So if you're a Star Wars fan and you're like upset that I said it wrong, I'm not that big a fan. Despite all this memorabilia around the room. I got a lot of stuff here. Especially on the other side. And I have the original trilogy in Laserdisc, uncut, unaltered, the original theater version of the original where Han shoots first. I have that on Laserdisc up on my wall up here. If I can get a Laserdisc player going, you can watch that. All right, question 3. Name this Star Wars celebrity. I need to put a picture of a celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not their Star Wars character name. So name This Star Wars celebrity. And his real name, not his character name, not a description where you've seen him.
You want clout, don't do that. This real life, sis, try to keep track. Share for share without a penny to spare. Trying to copy me, don't do that over here. Those living up to the sky, they wanna go to heaven. How many calls did I buy? I think I got 11. This a black car, gotta run it up.
All right, question 4. In The Empire Strikes Back, there is a bounty hunter called Bosk whose spacesuit was borrowed from what TV show? In The Empire Strikes Back, there is a bounty hunter called Bosk whose spacesuit was borrowed from what TV show?
Cause you know I don't play. Talking like you do, I know what's up. Talking like you want me to call my bluff. I can make one call, call my bluff. I can make one call, try me up. Talking like you do, I know what's up. Talking like you want me to call my bluff. I can make one call, call my bluff. Can make one call, try me up. Now I just touched down, send me the address. Wire the funds, shoot me the cash app. I'm not coming unless it's paid in full. You know the
All right, question 5 as always is our Jumble. The 7 on top, 7 on the bottom. The letters are MAPLATEONTRAIN. Hint an actor, female or actress. I assume Star Wars related. I don't remember. Figure it out.
talking like you do, I know what's up. Talking like you want me to call my bluff. I can make one call, call my bluff. I can make one call, try me up. Talking like you do, I know what's up. Talking like you want me to call my bluff. I can make one call, call my bluff. I can make one call, try me up.
I stay grateful for every plateful. Used to make news and now
That's
I
all
make
right.
two and get one to you. Till your luck break through. Break bread like we did in grade school. I stay grateful for every plateful. Sit at my table, get some great food. When you make choices, they also make you. Share the wealth beyond yourself and stay cool. I stay grateful for every plateful. I stay grateful. Share the wealth beyond yourself. Breakthrough. Yo, I knew this guy that owned a bakery in a part of town.
All right, hopefully you've either figured this out or wrote this information down on the back of your answer sheet or several pieces of paper so you can keep working on it. I'm moving on to question 6. Darth Vader's chess piece had some writing on it. What language is it in? Darth Vader's chess piece had some writing on it. What language is it in?
Customers curse, yelling out, what is this? A third world country? Said it smelled funky. They made less visits, he made less money. They had no pity, just intensity towards the homeless that live in tent cities. He spent many days deep in thought. Without the pay these people brought, he'd be distraught. The bakery would close in weeks and he'd have nothing to eat like those on the street. He knew they were just people, not evil. He knew he should treat them like equals, but he didn't want to close and fail. He sat and thought and watched as his loaves got stale. He saw his neighbors screaming obscenities at the folks that seemed like the enemies, and he'd shake his head. The choice that he made instead, he walked outside and gave them bread. I stay grateful for
All right, question 7. What's the name of the beast that Jabba uses to dispatch of enemies and that supposedly eats Boba Fett, which we now know didn't? And what is the name of the beast that Jabba uses to dispatch of enemies and that supposedly eats Boba Fett, we now know didn't?
Share the wealth beyond yourself and stay cool. I stay grateful for every plateful. I stay grateful. Share the wealth beyond yourself. Breakthrough. Yeah, he needed dough, so he needed dough and made bread, but his customers didn't need it dough. They had other places to go where they didn't have to see sap bases while taking a stroll. He was baking some rolls, making the most of his time, knowing he was getting real close to the line. In a cash crunch, it would be his last month unless he got a miracle and a fast one. But he saw the people out in in the rain, dealing with a mountain of pain. Figured he'd go out with a bang. He made as much good bread as a baker could. Meanwhile,
all right, question 8. What planet does Rey live on in The Force Awakens? What planet does Rey live on in The Force Awakens?
This place is vacant. Let's keep baking. They spread his bread plus his reputation. Food homemade with love the folks tasted. When he ran out of dough, they donated. It kept growing, took off like a rocket. He switched from out of pocket to non-profit. Now donations were tax deductible, and his bread was packing trucks full. The months flew. I guess what comes around goes around, cause the bakery never closed down. I stay grateful for every plateful. Used to make dues, and now I make two and give one to you. Till your luck break through. Break bread like we did in grade school. I stay grateful for every plateful. Sit at my table, get some great food. When you make choices, they also make you. Share the wealth beyond.
All right, question 9. Billy D. Williams, a.k.a. Lando, was once the spokesperson for what alcoholic beverage? And Billy D. Williams, a.k.a. Lando, was once the spokesperson for what alcoholic beverage?
Who is the man I've been seeing? The prisoner in your eyes, broken and locked inside. What is the trouble you're feeling? Who put you in your shell? I know you've been through hell.
And finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game. Something in local history, news, or facts. All right, Star Wars star Oscar Isaac was raised in Miami, but was actually born in what country? Star Wars star Oscar Isaac was raised in Miami, but was actually born in what country?
How do you follow the silence? You follow the lines of love. It never speaks a word.
All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what animals did the visual effects crew study when designing the Imperial Walkers from The Empire Strikes Back? Question 2, which character comes from the planet of Kashyyyk, or however you say that? So name this Star Wars celebrity and his real name, not a character name, not a description where you've seen him. Question 4, in The Empire Strikes Back, there's a bounty hunter called Bosk, whose spacesuit was borrowed from what TV show? Word jumble, 7 on the top, 7 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Since an actor, female, or actress. Played on train. I assume Star Wars actor. Question 6, Darth Vader's chest piece has some writing on it. What language is it in? 7, what's the name of the beast that Jabba uses to dispatch of enemies and that supposedly eats Boba Fett, which we now know did not eat him? Question 8, what planet does Rey live on in The Force Awakens? Question 9, Billy D. Williams, a.k.a. Lando, was once the spokesperson for what alcoholic beverage? And question 10, last question of tonight's game, something on local history, news, or facts. Star Wars star Oscar Isaac was raised in Miami, but was actually born in what country? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. You want to hook it up, please do so. If not, remember, we're going to be back here on Friday doing general trivia instead of Star Wars trivia. We're going to do our regular normal game this Friday, 7 o'clock, and we're going to try doing it every Friday as long as I have nothing else to do. All right, let's move on to the raffle. My daughter is up there with the third and final cat in our little display. That is Roger, and he meowed. You don't hear him, but that's Roger. Again, these cats are a little bit over 3 weeks old. We're looking for a home for 1 or 2 of them. I'm not going to say which ones. Just let me know if you're interested in Roger or Dora or Natasha, which we showed you at the beginning of the last 2 rounds. They were at the raffles during the other rounds. All right, let's get started with the raffle. My son's waiting. My daughter has the prizes. Let's go on. All right, it's time to pull out your stubs. It's raffle time. I'll pull a number out of an imaginary bucket, and I'm going to yell out a number, and my son's going to run up. I forgot to get the tickets, and my son doesn't. I don't have anything. I don't have any tickets to call out, so I'm just going to say random numbers, and he's going to run over here. 3222. Dance. Oh, look, he gets Chewbacca. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. All right, next one out. Is he getting the cat? No, he's not getting the cat. Who's he getting? That's Poe. All right. 355. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. You lucky son of a Bernie. Look, there's a Roger dancing too. All right, before we get copyright striked on that one. Now, we won't get copyright striked on the third one, though. Nobody owns the copyright to that as far as I know. All right. Getting a free beer, but you can only drink iron beer. 993. Dance. All right, he won, you didn't. Say with me. Lucky son of a Bernie. That concludes our lucky son of a Bernie raffle this round and for tonight's game. And again, if you're interested in any one of those three cats, let me know. DM me at Trivia Mammy or at BB Ravello, or if you know my number, send me a text there. Or if you see me in person, let me know. We have. Oh, we're gonna bring them over here. Look. This is Roger. Where's Roger? I'm sure as I go through this thing, she will bring me the rest of them. So let's go over the answers. Question 1. What animals did the visual effects crew study when designing the Imperial Walkers from The Empire Strikes Back? They studied elephants. They walk like elephants. Question 2. Which character comes from the planet of Kashyyyk? Chewbacca. Oh, speaking of Chewbacca, this is Dora. Dora is the smartest of the three. She explored everything. She climbs out of everything. She was the first one to figure out how to eat and the first one to figure out how to use a litter box. All right, next answer is, let's see. Name this Star Wars celebrity. That is Anthony Daniels, C-3PO. And this is Natasha. See? If you're interested in Natasha, send me a link, send me a message as well. All right, put them back in their room. We'll feed them after this. Question 4. In The Empire Strikes Back, there is a bounty hunter called Bosk whose spacesuit was borrowed from what TV show? From Doctor Who. The word jumble. 7 on top, 7 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Oh, it's Natalie Portman. I forgot who was on here. Again, this is all copy and paste. And Darth Vader's chest piece has some writing on it. What language is it in? It's in Hebrew. My Darth Vader isn't big enough for me to read. So, what's the name of the beast that Jabba uses to dispatch of enemies and that supposedly eats Boba Fett? And does not, because we know that now. Sarlacc. What planet does Rey live on in The Force Awakens? Jakku. Billy D. Williams, a.k.a. Lando, was once the spokesperson for what alcoholic beverage? For Colt 45. It works every time. And local history news or facts. Star Wars star Oscar Isaac was raised in Miami, but was actually born in what country? In Guatemala. All right, these are all 5 points each. So whatever you got right times 5, add that to your previous score. That'll give you your final score at the end of the game. And then you can figure out who won if anybody actually posts their scores now at the end. Remember, tomorrow, join DJ Acadoso at 7 Seas Bar for the Cinco de Mayo party. I will drive him there and I'll hang out with him, but I'm not going to be DJing. He will be. But I will be there for karaoke Thursday and Saturday. That actually starts at 10, and there's really no mask wearing, so don't worry about that. And Friday, join me here again online for live trivia from the house. It'll be general questions, not Star Wars questions. It'll be general trivia again, and we'll do it every Friday until I get booked or something happens, whatever. I am not committing to doing it obsessively, but I will do it as long as I have nothing else to do. I have nothing to do this Friday. I'll be here this Friday. I'm pretty sure I have nothing to do the next Friday. I'll be here the next Friday. All right, join me in person at Bar Nancy starting at 8 o'clock. Join me at the Bend next Wednesday. Again, not tomorrow. They're not doing it tomorrow because of Cinco de Mayo. So I'll be there next Wednesday, not tomorrow. And again, I'm going to take one more commercial break while you guys tally up your scores, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
The largest Toyota sale.
He's never going to be done.
Up here. Focus. We only have a couple of seconds.
Would you get it ready, please? Come on, man. Go.
Oh, I'm Paul Castronovo. This is Young Ron Brewer from 94.9 Zeta. Catch our morning show weekdays starting at 6. Remember, the only way to hear our very local, informative, and entertaining program is to listen to 94.9 Zeta.
Don't forget about the animal displays.
Oh, yeah, we promised no more live animal displays because last Thanksgiving we messed up a turkey really bad.
Good, yeah.
I know it.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful. more. All the Christmas spirit you find it here. On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rates free.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with the thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
All right, and we're back. All right, don't listen to George Mansell, which is Mr. J. He won the time we did this game in person at the Bend. He's the winner. He was the winning team. He knows all these questions by heart. So his 78 points don't really count. He knew these were going to be the questions anyway. So don't let that distract you. Whatever you got is good enough. Again, Friday we're going to do this in person. No, I'm sorry. We're going to do this live again, but we're going to do Monday's game from Bart Nancy's. If he comes on again and tells you the answers from and starts putting the score from then, he was there on Monday as well. So don't listen to him there. So that'll be this Friday. We'll be doing Fridays online as long as I have nothing better to do. So as far as I'm concerned, anybody who joined us today and anybody who joins me in the future, you're all winners as far as I'm concerned. You can follow us at Trivia Miami on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also search for Trivia Miami on YouTube. This game will be posted there later. Again, again, that's my Venmo, that's my Cash App. If you can hook it up, hook it up. If not, just join me again. I know it's only a few days away, but Friday we're doing this again. But it'll be general trivia. It'll be the game we did at Bar Nancy on Monday. We're going to do it again on Friday for the home audience. All right, I'm going to let you go tonight. Thanks again for joining me. Good night, everybody. Have a good Cinco de Mayo. Join me at 7 Seas for either one of those events. And if not, join me next week for in-person trivia or join me on Friday here online. I'm going to let Cox on the Radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.